Hi everyone, my name is Marcella Valdes and I'm a physician associate. Welcome to a new episode of the Spry Society podcast. Today we will be talking about Morpheus 8 and everything to do about Morpheus 8. So I've been getting asked many questions about Morpheus 8 and what it does, how it works, what people are the right candidate for this. So to begin, Morpheus 8 is a machine. It utilizes radio frequency with microneedling. The way that it works is that you build collagen in certain areas so your skin heals itself. We're not putting anything synthetic in your body. You're doing all the healing yourself, and it increases volume in your face, in your body. It helps get rid of fat permanently. It tightens the skin. It helps with skin sagging. It has so many benefits, guys. So Morpheus 8 is a great option for people who either want to tighten up their skin a little bit, who are noticing a bit of like sagginess, a bit of elasticity loss in their skin. So that's a great option. It's also great preventative. So it's good for people who are young, who may want to just prevent any skin sagging in the future, to tighten up their skin in general. So there are different tips for Morpheus. So there's a 24 tip that we can use for the face and for the neck. There's a 40 tip that we use for the body. It could be used in the abdomen, the knees, the hands, the thighs, the butt, any area that you want. And we also have Morpheus for vaginal rejuvenation. And then there are 3 forms of the vaginal rejuvenation for the Morpheus as well. So whether we can do microneedling for the vaginal rejuvenation, or there is another piece that helps with pulsing, that helps kind of tighten the vaginal area, and it's great for rejuvenation for people who are going through menopause, for people who just had babies, who gave birth, for people who want to tighten up their vaginal canal. So Morpheus does have, as I mentioned, many uses. An ideal candidate for Morpheus, like I mentioned, is someone who does suffer from elasticity issues, collagen issues. Things that could help with Morpheus to prolong it is adding PRP to their treatment. So PRP is platelet-rich plasma. It's basically, we take your own blood, we spin it, and we get the healing properties of your blood. And we can use this in combination with Morpheus for faster wound healing time, to promote faster cell turnover, to promote more collagen formation. So it's a great option that you can add to your Morpheus treatment. So I get asked pretty often as well, how many sessions until people start to get a result? So this is all dependent on each person, on each individual. So you can get results after 1 session. You can get results after 2 sessions. You may need a full 3, 4, 5 sessions to get results. Normally what I recommend, especially for the face and neck area, is about 3 sessions to see the best results. For the body, depending on the area, for the example, the abdomen, it does require a couple more sessions to get the results you may need, whether it's for skin tightening, whether it's for getting rid of fat. You can also use Morpheus for cellulite, behind the thighs, underneath the glutes. So depending on the person, it's all individualized. So you would need to have a consultation for me to be able to determine exactly how many sessions you may need. So Morpheus does not discriminate against age, gender, race, whether you're a man, whether you're a woman, anyone can use Morpheus 8. So now I want to show you guys some befores and afters of Morpheus so that you don't just take my word for it, but you can also see the results for yourself. So right here, we have a before for a patient who's in her 60s that she needed some help with lines in her nasolabial folds that were caused by her fat being displaced and falling. So we used 2 sessions of Morpheus, and this is 4 weeks after the 2nd session. She was here for her 3rd session, and then this is her after results. So as you can see in her after, these lines definitely improved. We were able to reposition her tissues. We were able to reposition her fat, get rid of some unnecessary fat so that it can tighten her skin and help with like any jowling and help with these lines right here. Here, we have a before patient of another woman who was also in her mid-60s. So she was having issues with wrinkles around her face and sagging in her neck. This after result right here is a Morpheus session that we did 4 weeks after her initial session. As you can see, there's already tightening in the neck and improvement of the overall wrinkles and elasticity of her skin and her face. As I said, Morpheus could be used also for the body. So in this example, we have a before of some knees that I did before Morpheus. So she was having issues with elasticity in her knee. She wanted to kind of tighten up the area overall. And then this is the Morpheus result after one session, 4 weeks after her second session. As you can see, there's significant improvement in the elasticity of her skin. Her skin looks brighter, it's glowing, and her knees look so much more youthful and rejuvenated. So before we do treatment with Morpheus, we want to avoid any retinol products. We want to avoid sunlight exposure. We want to stop any Accutane 6 months in advance. We want to make sure that we keep this area nice and clean, no makeup or anything the day of your appointment. Then after your appointment, after we're done with treatment, we don't want to put anything on our face for 3 days. No creams, no anything. If you must use sunblock because you are going to be under the sun, then that's acceptable. However, we want to avoid any other creams because we are having micro injuries with the Morpheus that you cannot see, and therefore any creams, any debris could get inside and it could cause issues with the skin. We also want to avoid sun for 2 weeks following Morpheus procedure because the sun could cause skin damage after the Morpheus procedure. For us to make sure that you're having a comfortable procedure, we offer many different forms of numbing. We offer a numbing cream, we offer a Pronox machine, which is a laughing gas that you get usually at your dentist's office. I can also do lidocaine injections so that you may not feel the Morpheus as much. The entire procedure typically takes about an hour of numbing, and then depending on what area we're doing, usually if it's the face and the neck, maybe about 20 minutes. If it's the abdomen, about 20 minutes. Usually with the knees, it takes maybe 10 minutes to do. Depending on every area, it takes a couple of minutes. But usually the treatment, depending on the body part, will not last more than 30 minutes. It's very important that if you are wanting to do Morpheus 8 treatment, that you go to someone who is experienced and someone who has been trained in the procedure itself. Because this procedure is a bit invasive, and therefore things could get complicated if you go to the wrong person. So make sure that you book an appointment with someone who's experienced, someone who is well trained, and someone who's going to make sure to discuss aftercare, before care instructions with you, someone who's going to be able to pick up your calls if you have any questions, and someone who's going to give you all the information necessary that you may need and that you may require in order for you to feel comfortable and in order for you to have your treatment goals achieved. Fortunately, here at Spry Society, we are very experienced in Morpheus 8 treatment, and we will go through any questions, any concerns that you may have to make sure that you reach your aesthetic goals. So please come visit us at 4055 Northwest 97th Avenue on the first floor in Doral, Florida. And I promise you will leave satisfied, you will leave happy, because we go above and beyond for our patients and we make sure that everyone has an amazing experience. Thank you for tuning in to this episode of the Spry Society podcast. We look forward to seeing you, and we can't wait to meet you. Have a great day.